Welcome to the Lore Lodge. Tonight, we're descending into the world of the Witcher universe. Get comfortable. Close your eyes. Let the tension melt from your shoulders. The air is crisp tonight. A bite of mountain, chill against your skin. The scent of wood smoke hangs heavy resinous pine, and something sweeter, almost honeyed, burning in the hearth. Beneath that, a subtle animal musk leather boots, oiled furs. You can feel it on your tongue, dust and the faintest hint of iron from old weapons. You are standing at the gates of Kaer, Morhen, not the crumbling ruin you see in later years, but vibrant a fortress teeming with life. The stone is rough beneath your fingertips, cold and ancient, even under the flickering torchlight. Kaer Morhen. It's more than just a training ground. It's an institution, a sanctuary. And for you, it's everything. You are Aelis, barely 13 summers old, recruited from a small village nestled in the foothills of the Blue Mountains. A child taken from obscurity for a purpose most wouldn't comprehend. The Witchers, monster slayers. Mutated to fight creatures humanity can't face. A controversial profession, feared, distrusted, and often paid handsomely despite it. You remember the scout who found you, a gruff man named Boris. He was silent then. He's always been one of few words. But his eyes saw something in you. A spark, potential. The journey here felt like a dream, or perhaps a nightmare. It's difficult to say. You've left everything behind, your family, your home. A hollow ache sits in your chest, a constant companion for now. You clutch the worn wooden carving of a wolf. Your mother gave it to you before Boris took you away. A tangible link to a life that feels increasingly distant. Kaer Morhen rises before you, stark against the pre-dawn sky. A fortress of grey stone, built into the very bones of the mountain. It's impressive, intimidating even. Not what you imagined when they spoke of becoming a Witcher. There's a palpable weight in the air, an expectancy that clings to everything like frost. The wind whistles through the battlements, carrying with it the echoes of countless lessons and trials. You take a deep breath. The scent of wood smoke is stronger now, mingled with something else. The antiseptic tang of herbal remedies used in the alchemy labs. The sounds of men preparing for the day drift from within the walls, clanging metal, rough voices. You are here to become one of them, a Witcher, a monster hunter, the last line of defense against a darkness that threatens to engulf humanity. The trials begin almost immediately. The old guard, Vesemir, Lambert, Eskel. They're scrutinizing you from the moment you step across the threshold. They've seen hundreds like you come and go. Most don't survive. The initial assessments are brutal. Physical tests, mental challenges, endurance exercises designed to break you down before they even begin the mutations. You stumble during a sparring session with Lambert. His movements are fluid and swift, despite his sneering arrogance. He mocks your inexperience. He pushes you harder. The sting of failure burns like ice on your skin. But there's something else too, a flicker of determination. You remember Boris's words, don't break, adapt. Adaptation is key. You adjust your stance, anticipate his movements. He doesn't expect that. The first mutation is the trial of the herbs, a grueling test to identify and understand the properties of hundreds of plants and fungi. Some are potent remedies, others are deadly poisons. You focus trying to block out the frustration, the fatigue. Your mind drifts back to your village, your mother's herb garden, vibrant with color and scent. The memory provides a brief moment of solace before you're forced to return to the task at hand. You successfully identify belladonna, deadly nightshade, its leaves releasing a faint, sweet fragrance that almost masks its toxicity. You name it correctly, not just as deadly nightshade, but accurately identifying its specific sub-variety. Vesemir nods in approval, a small victory amidst a sea of challenges. The trial of the elements follows, exposing you to extreme temperatures, relentless storms, and perilous heights. You shiver uncontrollably as a torrent of icy water crashes over you. Your muscles scream in protest. The biting cold threatens to overwhelm you, but you focus on your breathing mirroring Vesemir's calm demeanor. He taught you that control is paramount. Days bleed into weeks, then months. You are pushed beyond your limits, both physical and mental. The constant pressure wears you down. The other candidates falter. They succumb to the strain. Some crack under Lambert's relentless taunts. Others simply lack the willpower to endure. But you persist, driven by a mixture of fear, hope, and an unwavering desire to prove yourself worthy. The trial of the grasses is next the most dangerous mutation phase. The introduction of mutagenic herbs into your system, altering your physiology, enhancing your senses, fundamentally changing who you are. The pain is indescribable, a searing agony that consumes every cell in your body. You writhe on the stone floor, clutching at your head as visions swirl before your eyes. The world distorts, colors become brighter, sounds sharper. Your perception of time warps seconds, stretching into an eternity. Memories flood your mind. Fragments of your past life collide with unsettling images of the future. You struggle to maintain consciousness. When you finally awaken, the world is irrevocably different. Your senses are heightened. A hawk's vision, a wolf's hearing, a predator's instinct. The scent of rain on stone is almost overwhelming, each individual drop carrying its own unique fragrance. You can hear the distant rustling of leaves. You feel the subtle vibrations in the stone floor as someone walks overhead. But with these heightened senses comes a new vulnerability. You're more sensitive to pain, to stress, to negative emotions. The world is sharper, but also crueler. Eskel notices the change in you immediately, the subtle shift in your gait, the intensity of your gaze. He offers you a rare smile, a flicker of encouragement amidst the constant pressure. It's a small kindness that bolsters your spirits. You spend hours practicing, honing your new abilities. Swordplay becomes more fluid. Signs become more potent. You spar with Lambert, using your enhanced reflexes to anticipate his attacks. This time, he doesn't scoff. This time, there's a hint of respect in his eyes. Vesemir observes you closely, assessing your progress, identifying areas for improvement. He imparts ancient wisdom, the history of the witches, the lore of monsters, the importance of balance. The weight of this legacy settles upon your shoulders. The trials are not simply about transforming you into a witcher. They're about forging something new, blending human skill with monstrous power. It's about finding strength in vulnerability and purpose in chaos. You remember what Boris said? They will test you, break you, even. But it is in those breaks that we find our truest selves. You are no longer just Aelis from the foothills of the Blue Mountains. You are something else entirely. Something more. The final trial arrives. A hunt. The chance to prove yourself against a real monster, a griffin nesting in the nearby peaks. The other candidates scatter, nervous energy radiating off them like heat haze. You draw your silver sword, feeling its familiar weight in your hand. You breathe deeply, inhaling the crisp mountain air. The wind whispers through your hair, carrying with it a promise of danger and opportunity. The hunt is challenging. The griffin is powerful, cunning, elusive. You track it for days, following its footprints across snow-covered slopes, deciphering its territorial markings. There's an old stone shrine tucked into a sheltered alcove. A single withered flower lies before it, some offering left long ago by a grateful villager. You finally corner the beast in a narrow ravine. The battle is fierce, a whirlwind of claws, beaks, and steel. You dodge its attacks, relying on your enhanced reflexes and witcher training. It's exhilarating, terrifying, transformative. You see an opening, a weakness in its defenses. You strike with precision, piercing the griffin's heart with your silver blade. The beast crashes to the ground, its final shriek echoing through the ravine. You stand there, panting, covered in grime and blood. Vesemir arrives, his expression unreadable. He surveys the scene, then turns to you. A single nod, a silent acknowledgement of your success. You have passed the trials. You are now a witcher. The world still smells like pine and wood smoke, but somehow it's different. Your senses perceive layers that were invisible before. The distant sounds of Kaer Morhen seem softer, more muted. You are an outsider now, walking between worlds, a guardian against the darkness. It is a lonely path, but you are ready. You must be, because the monsters are always waiting, and your watch begins tonight. You are standing now within the heart of Kaer Morhen. It isn't as you might picture it, a grand castle bathed in sunlight. No, the stone is gray and weathered by centuries of wind and snow. You feel the chill seep through your boots, even though you're wrapped in thick furs. This place has seen much sorrow, much hardship. Aelis certainly knew that firsthand. The early witchers weren't born into a refined order. They were recruited, often unwillingly, from across the northern kingdoms. Boys deemed to have some resilience, both physical and mental, were taken. Some offered themselves hoping for escape. Others were stolen like livestock. Aelis' story is unique, however. She wasn't taken. She chose it. Imagine a young woman, barely 15 summers old, approaching the gates of Kaer Morhen with nothing but determination in her eyes and a small pouch containing a few silver coins. That was Aelis. The northern kingdoms weren't particularly welcoming to women, let alone women who sought training as monster hunters. She faced scorn, disbelief, outright hostility. But she persisted. Vesemir, the elder of witches, a man of quiet authority, saw something in her. A stubbornness, perhaps. or maybe just a flicker of potential buried deep within. The trials are what truly defined a witch's worth. They were brutal, deadly, and they weren't merely tests of strength or skill with a sword. They were designed to break you, to strip away everything that made you human and rebuild something other, something necessary for surviving the monsters of the world. The first trial, the endurance test, began with days without food or water, a searing cold that bit into exposed skin, weeks spent wrestling with despair and hallucination. You feel a phantom ache in your muscles now, remembering the imagined hardship, a dull throb behind your eyes as you picture those endless days of deprivation. It wasn't simply physical suffering. The trials preyed on the mind, conjuring memories of loved ones lost, regrets unspoken, failures magnified. They aimed to fracture a person's will and forge it anew in the fires of necessity. Aelis must have felt that weight acutely fighting, not only the elements, but also the societal expectation that she should be elsewhere. Next came the combat trial. Not against wolves or bears, as later initiates would face. Aelis faced seasoned warriors men who had trained their whole lives to kill. She was given a simple sword and told to survive for 1 hour. The stone floor of the training yard is slick with sweat and rainwater. You can almost smell the iron tang of blood mingled with damp earth. It's overwhelming, visceral. She was smaller than her opponents, weaker, less experienced, but she possessed something they lacked, a fierce intelligence and an unwavering resolve. She didn't fight with brute force. She studied their movements, anticipated their attacks, used their weight against them. Vesemir later remarked that Aelis moved like water, yielding to pressure, finding the path of least resistance, then striking when her opponent was most vulnerable. The third trial, the mutation trial, was the most dangerous. This is where the herbs came in. Albedo, nigredo, rubido, potent compounds designed to trigger the mutations that would transform a man into a witcher. Imagine the sensation, your body twisting and changing against its own will, your senses sharpening beyond comprehension, bones shifting and reforming, a searing pain that threatens to overwhelm you. Aelis's resilience was remarkable, even for someone undertaking such an ordeal. She didn't scream, didn't beg for mercy. She simply endured. The herbs altered her physiology, granting her heightened senses, increased reflexes, and a slowed aging process. Her skin took on the subtle paleness that marked all witches, a consequence of the alchemical changes happening within her body. Some say she even manifested an unusual connection to the elements, an ability to draw strength from storms and harness their energy. A rumor whispered amongst the older witches, though Vesemir never confirmed it. The final trial, the choice, was a test of character. Presented with a moral dilemma, you must choose between two equally undesirable outcomes. No correct answer exists, only the choice that reveals your true nature. Aelis's choice involved rescuing a group of villagers from bandits and then deciding which bandit to spare, one who swore he'd reformed, or another who was known for his cunning cruelty. You wonder what drove her decision, what calculation she made in those fleeting moments. Did she consider the potential for future harm, the greater good, or simply the most merciful option at hand? Whatever it may be, you feel that there were no easy answers then, and that likely continues today. The choice shaped her understanding of the world, of the constant gray areas between right and wrong, justice and vengeance. Emerging from the trials, Aelis was not simply a witcher, she was something more. She possessed an almost uncanny ability to understand monsters, not just their physical weaknesses, but also the motivations that drove them. She didn't view them as mere beasts to be slaughtered. Sometimes, she saw echoes of humanity in their rage and desperation. She became a mentor training subsequent generations of witches at Kaer Morhen. But her methods were unconventional. She emphasized diplomacy, seeking to understand the root causes of conflict before resorting to violence. She taught them about herbalism, not just for crafting potions, but also for healing and tending to the sick. And she encouraged them to question the very nature of their calling, to consider whether they were protectors or simply executioners. There are tapestries in Kaer Morhen depicting Aelis's exploits, a shadowy figure fighting alongside her students against hordes of ghouls. Another portrays her mediating between humans and a pack of territorial wolves, preventing bloodshed through carefully chosen words. Those images tell more than any epic tale of monster slaying ever could. They reveal the true extent of her influence on Kaer Morhen. Her later years were spent traveling the continent, not seeking contracts for coin, but offering counsel to kings and lords, mediating disputes, and attempting to bridge the gap between humans and the creatures that lurked in the shadows. She became known as Aelis the Peacemaker, a title rarely bestowed upon a witcher. The wind sighs through the cracks in the walls. You feel its mournful song echoing the weight of her efforts. The legacy of Aelis remains a point of contention amongst witches. Some view her as a traitor, a woman who abandoned their code and embraced diplomacy over violence. Others hail her as a visionary, a symbol of hope in a world consumed by hatred and fear. You can almost hear the whispers carried on the wind, fragments of arguments, heated debates that linger within these stone walls. Standing here now, you sense the melancholy presence of Aelis, not a ghost, but an echo woven into the very fabric of Kaer Morhen. She represents a path not taken, a possibility that flickered and then faded as the witches became increasingly defined by their role as monster hunters for hire. The scent of pine needles and damp earth fills your nostrils. It's a primal, comforting aroma. Imagine Aelis herself standing beside you now, her silver eyes filled with both sadness and wisdom. She wouldn't offer platitudes or easy answers. She would simply remind you that even in the darkest of times, there is always room for compassion, for understanding, for peace. The silence stretches out before you, a space to breathe, reflect, and rest. You are walking deeper into the training yard now. The air is colder here, a damp chill that settles deep within your bones. It smells of wet stone and wood smoke from distant fires. You can almost taste the grit on your tongue, fine particles stirred up by years of relentless practice. Aelis's story isn't just one of survival. It is about transformation. The trial of the grasses is only the beginning, a brutal filter separating those who possess the raw potential from those who are destined to perish. Imagine her, barely more than a girl, enduring that ordeal. A searing heat spreads through every nerve, ending. Every muscle cramps and convulses. Visions flood your mind, not memories, but something alien, implanted by the herbs themselves. The trial of the swords is next. Months of intense combat training under the watchful eyes of Vesemir and others who have long since faded into legend. They demand a ferocity you struggle to comprehend. Aelis faced seasoned witches men, scarred not only by monsters, but also by the harshness of their own upbringing. Men who view every spar as a test, a declaration of dominance. Feel the sting of rain on your face. Now it's relentless. Each drop feels heavy as it hits exposed skin. The constant dampness makes every surface slick and treacherous, a subtle yet persistent threat during sword practice. You imagine Aelis practicing in conditions like these, her grip tightening around the hilt, her focus unwavering despite the discomfort. The trial of the elements is more than just enduring fire or ice. It's about mastering them, controlling them. Witches are not simply resistant to elemental forces. They learn to draw upon that power, a spark of flame to ward off predators, a gust of wind to enhance their speed. Aelis would have been taught to channel these energies, learning the delicate balance between control and chaos. The stones beneath your feet are uneven now, worn smooth by countless footsteps over centuries. You can feel the subtle shift in elevation as you approach a darkened archway leading into what was once Kaer Morhen's library. Within those walls, Aelis would have spent hours poring over ancient texts, not seeking power or glory, but simply understanding the world that she now inhabited and the creatures which threatened it. But the most harrowing trial of all awaited her, the trial of the relic. This is where the true measure of a witch's humanity, or lack thereof, is taken. A single object, an artifact from a forgotten age, is presented. The trainee must resist its allure, its subtle whispers promising untold power and knowledge. Succumb to it, and you are lost, not simply failing the trial, but forfeiting your soul. Picture this. You stand before a simple wooden box, carved with intricate runes that seem to pulse with an inner light. The air around it shimmers, distorting the vision slightly. It calls to you, not audibly, but as a pressure within your mind, a yearning for something just beyond grasp. That is the trial of the relic. For Aelis, what would have been in that box? What temptation awaited her? The silence now is profound, broken only by the distant cry of a raven overhead. You imagine it echoing through Kaer Morhen's courtyards as Aelis battles her inner demons, resisting the lure of the relic, clinging to the vestiges of her former self. What would she have sacrificed? What part of her humanity was tested in that chamber? There is a lingering scent here, a mixture of beeswax and old parchment, a familiar aroma associated with ancient knowledge. You inhale deeply, trying to imprint this sensory memory into your mind. It's the smell of Kaer Morhen itself, a place of harsh training, but also profound discovery. The completion of her trials marked Aelis's transformation. She emerged not merely as a witcher skilled in combat and imbued with enhanced abilities, but as something more, the first of her kind. Her knowledge became the foundation upon which the entire order was built. Her experiences shaped their training methods, their code of conduct, and even their understanding of the monsters they hunted. But Aelis's story isn't a triumphant tale of unwavering success. Rumors persist, whispers among older witches, passed down through generations. Stories of strange visions plaguing her later years, fragmented memories leaking from the trial of the relic. Doubt, too, seems to have shadowed her. Was she truly free of the relic's influence, or was it merely dormant, waiting for a moment of weakness to resurface? Feel the cold stone beneath your fingertips, now rough and weathered by time. You trace the faint outline of a carving, perhaps a simple decoration or a forgotten sigil. Imagine Aelis running her hand over this very stone, feeling the weight of history pressing down upon her shoulders. The responsibility for an entire order, born from her sacrifice. Some claim she attempted to create a more humane version of the Witcher process, seeking ways to mitigate the loss of memory and emotion that characterized their existence. Others dismiss these tales as fanciful embellishments, born from romantic longing for a lost past. But perhaps there's truth in them. Perhaps Aelis sought redemption, not just for herself, but for all those who would follow in her footsteps. You notice now the play of light and shadow, shifting subtly with the movement of the clouds overhead. The vastness of Kaer Morhen's landscape stretches before you, a panorama of rugged peaks and windswept valleys. Imagine Aelis standing here, contemplating her place in this world, a creature caught between two worlds, human no more, monster not quite. The accounts surrounding Aelis's death are fragmented and unreliable. Some claim she perished, fighting a particularly powerful monster, a fitting end for a witcher. Others whisper of a self-imposed exile, a retreat into the wilderness to escape the burdens of her past. And still others suggest something far more sinister, that she was betrayed by those she sought to protect. The wind picks up, rustling through the tall grass surrounding you. It carries with it the scent of damp earth and decaying leaves, a reminder of the cyclical nature of life and death. Whatever her fate, Aelis's legacy endures. She is more than just the first Witcher. She is the archetype, the foundation upon which the entire order was built. You can hear the gentle trickle of water nearby, a small stream flowing down from the mountainside. It's a constant presence at Kaer Morhen, providing life and sustenance to this isolated stronghold. Imagine Aelis pausing by that stream, drawing solace from its simple beauty in times of stress or loneliness. Her methods became enshrined, her mistakes studied, meticulously preserved within the Order's archives as stark warnings against hubris and unchecked ambition. That is why the Witcher trials remain unchanged, centuries later, a constant reminder to those who aspire to join their ranks. Each new initiate must walk the same path that Aelis forged so long ago. A faint metallic tang fills your nostrils, now likely from old ironwork deep within the fortress walls. It speaks of battles fought and lives lost, a constant reminder of the dangers faced by those who dedicate their lives to protecting humanity. Remember this place. Remember Aelis. Remember her sacrifice. The light is fading now, casting long shadows across the training yard. The air grows noticeably colder as twilight descends upon Kaer Morhen. You feel a sense of profound melancholy wash over you, a deep respect for those who have come before, and a humbling awareness of your own insignificance in the grand sweep of history. You find yourself now within the training yard of Kaer Morhen. The air is bracingly cold. A familiar scent of pine and damp stone clings to your clothing. It's hard to imagine warmth ever truly settling in these ancient walls, yet you sense a quiet strength emanating from them. Aelis stood here once too. Her trials weren't structured like those you might read about later. The carefully documented progressions of Vesemir's time, they were harsher then, experiments in desperation more than planned pedagogy. The elves had withdrawn further into their forests, distrust deepening with each passing century. Nilfgaard was yet a regional power, but the northern kingdoms were fractured and threatened by monstrous incursions. Aelis's purpose was clear, to be a bulwark against that encroaching darkness. She faced beasts far more terrifying than anything encountered in later Witcher contracts. The Griffin of Dol Bluth wasn't merely aggressive. It possessed an uncanny intelligence, almost a sentience that unnerved even the seasoned witches of her generation. Aelis fought it for 3 days and nights, fueled by nothing but stubbornness and a simmering rage at its relentless predation on human settlements. The trial of the elements was particularly brutal in her case. It wasn't simply enduring ice or fire, as later witches would. It was being submerged within them, experiencing the crushing pressure of glacial depths and the suffocating intensity of volcanic heat. The mages assisting her at the time confessed to fearing she wouldn't survive it, that Aelis's spirit would fracture under such unrelenting stress. You can almost feel the chill seep into your bones, imagining the icy grip on her lungs as she was held beneath the frigid waters of Lake Brania, the weight of the water pressing down, stealing her air. You notice a faint tremor in the stone beneath your feet, echoes of that primal struggle imprinted upon the very bedrock of Kaer Morhen itself. What separates Aelis from later witches is not simply the ferocity of her trials, but also their improvisational nature. There was no formalized curriculum. A problem arose, she faced it. Her mentor, a stoic elf known only as Eldrin, pushed her relentlessly, believing that true strength comes not from careful instruction, but from raw necessity. Eldrin believed Aelis needed something beyond the mutations, something more akin to resilience of spirit. He would frequently leave her alone on the training grounds through blistering winters or scorching summers with only a small knife and handful of dried rations. "Learn to endure," he'd tell her, his voice as cold and unwavering as the mountains surrounding Kaer Morhen. The trial of the mirror was perhaps the most harrowing of all. It wasn't physical, it attacked the mind, forcing Aelis to confront her deepest fears and insecurities, to see within herself the darkness that threatened to consume her. She wrestled with nightmares, visions of failing, of watching helplessly as innocents perished under her protection. You can feel a subtle tightening in your chest now, a phantom echo of Aelis's mental anguish. It is said she emerged from that trial fundamentally changed. The girl who entered was not the woman who left. The memories clung to her, but she learned to compartmentalize them, to use the fear as fuel for her resolve. Imagine the weight of those experiences pressing down on a young woman barely into adulthood. These weren't fleeting moments. They were years of unrelenting hardship sculpted into her very being. The bitterness that settled in her wasn't born of malice, but from sheer exhaustion, an overwhelming weariness of constantly facing death and despair. It is whispered among the elder witches, those who still remember fragments of Aelis's time, that she nearly abandoned the path, that Eldrin convinced her to continue, not through reassurance or compassion, but through a quiet, unwavering belief in her purpose, a responsibility thrust upon her by circumstances far larger than herself. The scent of wood smoke drifts on the wind now, recalling countless nights spent huddled around meager fires, sharing silent companionship with men who understood her burden all too well. She was more than just a witcher. She was a symbol, a desperate hope in a darkening world. And though her name is largely lost to history, swallowed by the relentless march of time, her legacy echoes within every blade drawn, every monster slain, and every trial endured at Kaer Morhen. You breathe deeply now, the mountain air filling your lungs, the weight of her story settling gently around you like a comforting blanket. Close your eyes. Get comfortable. Imagine you are standing on a windswept crag. The air bites at any exposed skin. Below, the world stretches out, an endless tapestry of forests and frozen rivers. You can almost taste the snow on your tongue. The Wild Hunt. It's a name whispered in hushed tones across the northern kingdoms. A terror invoked to frighten children into obedience. But what is it? What is this spectral procession that appears only under the coldest moons? It's not just monsters, you see, not simply beasts to be slain by a witch's blade. The hunt is far more complex than that, a phenomenon tied deeply to ancient folklore and the very fabric of reality itself. Think of it like this. Imagine stories passed down through generations, distorted slightly with each retelling, a grain of truth buried under layers of embellishment. The core of the legend remains stubbornly consistent, though a spectral host led by a fearsome figure. They ride across the skies during winter storms, snatching souls and leaving only devastation in their wake. Ancient Slavic folklore provides much of its inspiration. The Rusalki spirits of drowned women and those tales often speak of phantom riders. The first recorded accounts appear centuries before Geralt's time. Simple sketches on cave walls, crude poems etched onto birch bark scrolls. These speak of a lord riding a black steed, surrounded by hounds with eyes like burning coals. You can almost feel the chill seeping from those ancient records. A sense of dread permeates them, not just fear of physical harm, but something deeper, something unsettling about witnessing forces beyond human comprehension. It's a feeling that sticks in your bones. The concept wasn't entirely unknown, even in early Witcher circles. Vesemir, for example, the oldest and most experienced Witcher at Kaer, would recount tales of sky riders he encountered during his travels. Not every encounter was a full-blown hunt, mind you, but often brief glimpses, fleeting shadows against the moon, unsettling howls carried on the wind. For many years, centuries, even these accounts were dismissed as superstition. Stories told to keep folk in line during long, dark winters. Tales spun by frightened shepherds tending their flocks under a particularly bleak sky. The world prefers neat explanations. It resists chaos. The key lies, as with so much Witcher lore, in the elder races. Specifically, the NL Elves, a race thought to be long vanished from our world, residing instead on Ternalia, a parallel dimension connected to ours through ephemeral portals known as corridors. Imagine a place shrouded in perpetual twilight, forests of silver birch trees shimmering under twin moons, waterfalls cascading into bottomless lakes. This is Ternalia, a realm that seems both impossibly beautiful and utterly alien. The NL are not like the elves of Brokilon Forest. They possess magic beyond human understanding, mastery over space itself, the ability to traverse those dimensional corridors seemingly at will. Their customs are ancient, their society rigid and hierarchical, and they regard our world with a detached curiosity, occasionally taking what they want. The Wild Hunt, you know, is fundamentally a patrol force of these Ainel warriors. They serve as scouts and enforcers for King Arion Elharion, the ruler of Ternalia. His dominion stretches over vast swathes of that realm, more power than any king on our world can conceive. The air now smells faintly of pine and frost. A stillness settles around you, broken only by the distant cry of a hawk circling overhead. They're not malevolent in themselves, these hunt riders. They are simply fulfilling their duty, maintaining order within Ternalia, securing resources from our world, and enforcing Arion's will. It is the nature of their actions, the taking of lives and souls that makes them so terrifying. There's a brutal pragmatism to their methods. You see a valuable resource, a skilled craftsman, a fertile field, a young maiden with exceptional magical potential. You take it. No negotiation, no compassion, just cold efficiency. The captured souls are brought back to Ternalia and used. Their essence is woven into the fabric of their magic, sustaining their realm's otherworldly vitality. It's a horrifying practice, but understandable when you consider that Ternalia itself isn't entirely stable. It needs constant reinforcement to prevent its collapse. Think about it like this. Imagine trying to maintain an intricate piece of clockwork machinery, constantly battling entropy and decay. You'd need resources, immense quantities of power, to keep it running. So how do they appear on our world? These corridors, the dimensional bridges between Ternalia and ours, are unpredictable. They open and close seemingly at random, influenced by celestial alignments and magical energies. That's why their appearances are rare and erratic. The conditions need to be just so. During intense storms, when the veil between worlds is thin, these corridors become momentarily more accessible, allowing the hunt riders to cross over. It's not a deliberate invasion, more like opportunistic raiding. The appearance of the wild hunt isn't always straightforward. Sometimes it is as described in folklore, a vast spectral host sweeping across the sky, accompanied by howling winds and chilling cold. Other times, the encounters are far more subtle, almost imperceptible. You might hear whispers on the wind fragments of ancient elven songs carried from another realm. You may see fleeting glimpses of riders silhouetted against a stormy moon, or feel an inexplicable sense of dread settle upon your heart, as if you were being watched by something beyond human comprehension. Some scholars, particularly those at Vizima's Academy, have attempted to find patterns in the hunt's appearances, correlations between celestial events and outbreaks of storms, attempts to predict their movements using arcane calculations. The problem, however, is that these patterns are often illusory. The hunt operates outside the constraints of our understanding. It dances to a rhythm governed by forces we cannot fully grasp. And then there's Eredine Break Glass, king of the wild hunt, and Arion's successor. He is the figure most commonly associated with the hunt in recent times, the face many associate with its terror. Imagine a face carved from granite, cold and unyielding, eyes like chips of ice reflecting the endless night sky. That is Eredine, a being who views our world as little more than a hunting ground, a source of amusement and resources to be exploited at will. His motivations are complex, intertwined with political intrigue, ancient grudges, and a desperate desire to maintain his own power within Ternalia. He's not simply acting on Arion's orders, he has his own agenda. The ground beneath you feels cold and hard, almost brittle. You can sense the weight of centuries pressing down upon this place. The Witcher, Geralt, your companion in many adventures, understands that fighting the wild hunt isn't about brute force. It's about disrupting their connection to Ternalia, closing those dimensional corridors before they can even appear. A daunting task, to say the least. This involves unraveling ancient rituals, manipulating magical energies, and understanding the intricate workings of the elder races, things beyond even a witcher's considerable knowledge. The lore states some possess hunt sight, a peculiar ability to perceive the fleeting glimpses of Aenel activity before they materialize fully. This is very rare, but a tool for those determined to fight against this encroaching doom. Ultimately, facing the Wild Hunt isn't about defeating them in battle. It's about safeguarding our own world, protecting its people, and preserving its fragile existence from the machinations of Tyrannalia. A constant vigilance is required, a silent watch against forces far beyond human comprehension. You hear a distant rustling sound, like leaves being disturbed by an unseen presence. It sends a shiver down your spine, a reminder that you are not alone in this place. The legends of the Wild Hunt serve as a potent reminder. There are realities beyond our own, forces operating on scales far grander than anything we can imagine. And sometimes, just sometimes, those realities bleed into ours, bringing with them winds of fear and frost. Now, you are released. The wind stills. The cold lessens. You feel the warmth returning to your limbs. Consider what you have seen, what you now know. Remember, even in a world brimming with monsters, the most terrifying things are often those that lie just beyond our grasp. You are standing on a wind-swept crag. The air bites at your cheeks, a glacial kiss that stings with an old sorrow. Below you lies a valley, swallowed by twilight. It is almost perpetual dusk here, where the borderlands of Aretuza and the frozen north bleed into one another. You feel the grit of frost beneath the soles of your worn boots. The Wild Hunt are more than just raiders. They are a phenomenon, a storm given form, older than any kingdom, older perhaps than memory itself. Their origins are lost in the mists, tangled with folklore and dread. Some whisper they hail from another realm entirely, a world perpetually locked in winter's grip. The common belief is that they are spirits of fallen warriors or kings, condemned to eternally roam the skies seeking new conquest. A chilling thought, destined for an unending campaign of terror. But even this explanation feels incomplete, too tidy for such a chaotic force. There's a deeper resonance, an echo of something primal and uncaring in their existence. Consider Eredin Bro, the king of the Wild Hunt witnessed during Geralt's adventures. He is just one face within the swirling storm, a figurehead perhaps, but undeniably powerful. You can almost taste the bitterness clinging to his words, the arrogance born of millennia, spent watching civilizations rise and fall like so many brief flickers against an unending night. The hunt's motives are rarely clear. Sometimes they simply raid villages, pillaging for supplies or slaves. Other times, they seem to be seeking something specific, ancient artifacts, powerful mages, even entire populations for some inscrutable purpose. Their actions ripple across the continent, leaving devastation and fear in their wake. You notice a subtle shimmering above the valley floor. Not a light exactly, more like heat rising from frost. A distortion of reality itself. It's unnerving, a feeling of being watched, not by something malevolent necessarily, but utterly indifferent to your existence. The Enel, their home realm, is said to be a parallel world, mirrored to our own, yet separated by vast distances and powerful magic. It exists in a space between realities, accessible only through conjunctions, rare moments when the veil between worlds thins. These conjunctions are chaotic events, unpredictable portals that can rip open anywhere at any time. Imagine for a moment stepping through such a doorway. The immediate shift in pressure, the sudden, biting cold. The sky above you is a canvas of perpetual twilight, illuminated by twin moons, casting long, distorted shadows across a landscape sculpted from ice and obsidian. This is the NL. The geography there defies earthly logic. Mountains float suspended in the air, tethered to the ground by shimmering cords of energy. Rivers flow uphill, defying gravity with an almost mocking disregard for natural law. The flora and fauna are alien, strange crystalline trees that hum with a low resonant frequency, creatures that seem carved from living frost. You feel the wind picking up now, a mournful howl that seems to penetrate your very bones. It carries whispers, fragments of forgotten languages and ancient prophecies. It's an unsettling symphony, beautiful in its despair, terrifying in its indifference. The texture on your skin is rough like glacial ice. The Enel are not inherently evil. They are simply different. Their values and perceptions are shaped by their harsh environment and their longer lifespans. Time flows differently there, centuries blurring into mere decades for those who reside in the continent. This difference in perspective can make them appear callous or cruel to outsiders. They see the fleeting lives of humans as little more than mayflies, existing only for a brief moment before being swept away by the inevitable tides of time. This doesn't excuse their actions, but it does offer some context, a detached observation rather than malicious intent. The conjunctions are controlled, or at least attempted to be, by powerful mages, both human and Enel. These events require immense magical power, often involving complex rituals and the sacrifice of rare ingredients. The manipulation of reality on such a scale is inherently dangerous, capable of unleashing unpredictable consequences. Consider the chaos it would cause, ripping holes in the fabric of space-time. Strange creatures could spill through from other realms. Entire landscapes could be warped and twisted beyond recognition. The stability of the continent itself could be threatened. This power is not something to be trifled with. The Wild Hunts raids aren't always about conquest or plunder. Sometimes they are simply scouting expeditions, probing for weaknesses in the veils between worlds, seeking new conjunction points, opportunities to expand their reach and influence. Each raid brings them closer to understanding the intricacies of our reality. You feel a shiver trace down your spine, despite the layers of clothing you wear. A sense that you are standing at the edge of something vast and unknowable, something that dwarfs human comprehension and challenges the very notion of existence itself. The elves, in particular, the elder races, consider them powerful rivals. They, too, seek to manipulate the boundaries between worlds, but for different reasons. This tension creates a fragile balance, a cosmic standoff that hangs precariously over the continent, a constant threat of all-out war across dimensions. Legends speak of ancient pacts and forgotten treaties designed to maintain this delicate equilibrium. Agreements forged by powerful mages long before recorded history safeguards against catastrophic dimensional collapse. But these agreements are vulnerable, susceptible to corruption and betrayal. The Hunt's presence isn't a sudden occurrence. It's cyclical, linked to celestial alignments and the ebb and flow of magical power on the continent. Their appearances wax and wane, their influence tied to forces beyond human understanding. This makes them difficult to predict, impossible to truly control. You notice frost beginning to form on your eyelashes, tiny crystalline structures reflecting the faint light from below. A delicate beauty, born of a brutal environment. It's a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there is still a strange and haunting loveliness to be found. The stories surrounding them often blend fact with folklore, making it difficult to discern truth from myth. But one thing remains certain. The Wild Hunt represents a force of nature, an embodiment of winter's fury unleashed upon the world. An ancient power that will continue to shape the fate of the continent for centuries to come. You feel your breath misting in front of you, a fleeting cloud suspended in the frigid air. A small reminder of your own mortality, your own insignificance against the backdrop of this vast cosmic drama. The scale of it is humbling, isn't it? And as you watch the twilight deepen across the valley below and imagine the swirling shadows of the hunt passing overhead, you can't help but wonder what secrets lie hidden within those icy depths. What mysteries remain to be uncovered before they claim another victim in their unending winter's reign. You feel a chill now. It isn't just the cold stone beneath your feet. Something else permeates the air, a sense of anticipation. The villagers speak of it as the iskra, the frost, clinging to everything before the hunt arrives. They light extra fires, pray to Melitele, and huddle closer together, rituals that offer little comfort against what's coming. The tales tell of their origins, beings born from Enel, an elven realm beyond the borders of your world, accessible only through rare conjunctions of stars. They sought power there. They desired immortality, and in their pursuit, they fractured something vital, something that anchored them to the natural order. Now they roam between worlds, forever searching for a way back, leaving behind trails of frozen sorrow. Imagine the vastness of space then, the swirling nebulae and galaxies stretching beyond comprehension. Picture a single point there, shimmering with otherworldly light. That is Enel. It isn't merely a place, it's a state of being, a resonance with something older than time itself. The elves of Enel once possessed abilities beyond imagining, manipulating the very fabric of reality, weaving destinies as easily as you might spin thread. But such power breeds arrogance. They delved too deep into forbidden knowledge, attempting to bind elemental forces they did not understand. This tampering created instability, rifts that threatened to consume Enel entirely. The Wild Hunt was born from this upheaval, a desperate attempt to stabilize the fractured realm by siphoning off its excess energy, its raw potential. It's an act of preservation, however brutal their methods appear now. You notice the air grows heavy, not just cold, but thick with a pressure that presses against your ears. The wind, which had been a whisper through the pines, stops completely. An uncanny stillness descends. It's as if the world itself is holding its breath. A raven circles overhead, its call strangely muted, a mournful echo of what is to come. They arrive not with fanfare, but with an absence. The colors drain from the landscape, vibrancy leached away like dye fading in sunlight. Stars begin to prick through the twilight sky, brighter and colder than you've ever seen them before. Their steeds are spectral, nightmares given form, giant elk with antlers that scrape against the heavens, their hooves leaving trails of frost on the snow. They do not gallop, they glide, effortlessly crossing vast distances. The leader is known as Eredin Bran, a king among them, cold and calculating even by their standards. He embodies their desperation, a man searching for a home he can never reclaim. You sense his sadness, a profound loneliness that underlies the terror of his presence. It's not malice that drives him, but an eternal yearning, a desperate hope to mend what was broken long ago. Consider how often, in your own life, you have grasped at something unattainable, something just beyond your reach. That ache, that frustration, is a faint echo of Eridan's burden. He carries the weight of an entire realm on his shoulders, knowing he can never truly set it down. The villagers are silent now. Not even the dogs bark. They know better than to challenge what's coming. You see fear in their eyes, a primal terror that transcends language. It is the fear of oblivion, of being swept away by something vast and indifferent. Their purpose isn't simple conquest. Not exactly. They seek individuals with power, sorcerers, monarchs, beings who hold sway over life and death. These are taken, not necessarily killed, but spirited away to Aelis, where their abilities are harvested, used to fuel the unstable realm, to attempt another repair, another desperate gamble for survival. Think of a garden you've tended, carefully nurturing fragile seedlings. Sometimes, despite your best efforts, one might wither and die. The nutrients from that withered plant are then used to feed the others, a harsh cycle of life and death. It's a brutal analogy, perhaps, but it hints at the twisted logic behind the hunt's actions. Some whisper of a prophecy that one day a witcher will stand against them. Someone possessing enough power, enough skill to pierce their veil and challenge their dominion. But prophecies are fickle things, open to interpretation, easily misunderstood. They offer hope, certainly, but they rarely guarantee salvation. The spectral horses begin circling, their icy breath swirling around you like tendrils of frost. You feel a pull, a subtle tug on your very essence. It's not painful, it's more unsettling, a sense that something is about to be irrevocably altered. The world seems to shimmer at the edges, threatening to dissolve into nothingness. You notice a single snowflake landing upon your cheek, perfectly formed, impossibly intricate. It melts instantly, leaving behind only a faint chill. Each snowflake is unique, you know, a fleeting masterpiece of frozen geometry. A reminder that even the most beautiful things are ephemeral, destined to vanish as quickly as they appear. The wind picks up again, but this time it's not a gentle breeze. It's a howling gale, carrying with it fragments of ice and whispers of ancient sorrows. The snow begins to fall more heavily now, blanketing the landscape in a shroud of white. You feel yourself growing colder, deeper inside. Consider the vastness of time, then, how fleeting your own existence is within its grand tapestry. A single blink, perhaps, compared to the eons that have passed and will continue to pass. The Wild Hunt has witnessed empires rise and fall. They have seen stars born and die. Your concerns, your worries, seem insignificant in comparison. And then, as suddenly as they appeared, they are gone. The wind dies down. The snow ceases. The colors return to the landscape, slowly at first, then with increasing vibrancy. But something has changed, a subtle shift in the atmosphere, a lingering sense of loss. The villagers emerge from their homes cautiously, tentatively. They look around, uncertain whether what they have witnessed was real or merely a dream. The raven circles again, its call now clear and resonant. Life continues, but the memory of the hunt remains etched into the fabric of their being, a constant reminder of the fragility of existence. You remain standing where you are, feeling the chill linger upon your skin. The world settles back into a semblance of normalcy, but you know that it will never be quite the same, because you have witnessed something extraordinary, something terrifying, and you carry with you the knowledge that winter is always coming. You are standing on a windswept ridge. The air bites at your skin, sharp and unforgiving. Below you stretches a frosted valley, shrouded in perpetual twilight. This is Aelis territory, beyond the veil, and the wild hunt is coming. For centuries they have been spoken of in whispers amongst elves' phantom riders, glimpsed only on the coldest nights. They are not simply bandits or marauders. They are something older, something woven into the very fabric of this world, and others besides. A cosmic force rather than men. Their origins remain shrouded in mystery, fragmented tales passed down through generations. Some say they were once noble elves who succumbed to a terrible curse. Others believe them to be echoes of an ancient winter god. You feel the subtle chill deep within your bones, not simply from the biting wind, but something more primordial. It's as if the very land itself is shivering in anticipation of their arrival. The Aelis, these immortal elves who dwell beyond the veil, are intrinsically linked to the hunt. They command them, or at least attempt to. Their connection is complex and volatile. Some say the hunt is Aelis, fragmented pieces of their own essence scattered across realities. Imagine a tapestry woven from starlight and sorrow. That is the wild hunt. Each rider upon his spectral steed represents a lost memory, a forgotten regret, a shard of a broken dream. Their horses, unlike any you've ever seen, are carved from ice and darkness. Their eyes glow with an unnerving, almost predatory intelligence. The air around them crackles with arcane energy, a feeling like static electricity just before a storm. The stories paint them as scavengers of souls, not taking them outright, but harvesting them, stealing memories and emotions, weaving them into their own chilling existence. It's said that if you look directly at one, truly see them, your own mind can be invaded, your past plundered and left bare. You instinctively avert your gaze. The scent of ozone fills your nostrils, sharp and metallic, like a struck flint. Ciri's connection to the hunt is particularly significant, tangled in prophecy and peril. As a descendant of the Aelis, she possesses the ability to traverse between worlds, a skill that makes her both invaluable and incredibly vulnerable. They seek to use her power to expand their reach, to breach further into other realities. The thought sends a shiver down your spine, colder than the wind itself. Think of the vastness of space. Now imagine beings capable of traversing that gulf. Not physically, perhaps, but in some ethereal, non-corporeal manner. That's the scale we are dealing with here. The hunt is not confined to this one world. They drift between realities, like autumn leaves caught on an endless breeze. They raid and plunder, always seeking something just beyond their grasp. A forgotten secret, a lost power. Yennefer, in her relentless pursuit of knowledge and control, has spent countless hours studying the hunt, poring over ancient scrolls and consulting with obscure mages. She understands that they are not merely a force to be fought, but an entity to be understood, manipulated even. Her efforts have brought her closer than most mortals dare venture, close enough to glimpse the cold, calculating intelligence that lies behind their spectral forms. Geralt, ever vigilant and stoic, sees them as another monster to be faced, a threat to the delicate balance of the world. His witcher senses are heightened during their appearances, warning him of the impending danger with an almost visceral intensity. He knows that engaging them head-on is rarely a viable option. Patience and cunning are his greatest weapons against such formidable foes. The rough texture of your leather gloves scrapes against your palms as you grip the stone edge of the ridge. The concept of winter itself seems to deepen around them. Snow falls heavier, swirling in impossible patterns. The light fades further, plunging the valley into an almost impenetrable darkness. It's a visual manifestation of their power, an embodiment of decay and loss. They are harbingers of destruction, embodiments of everything that withers and dies. The air grows thick, heavy with moisture and anticipation. Consider the lore surrounding Eridan Bro, one of the hunt's most prominent figures, a king from another world brought into this one through treacherous magic. He wields immense power, commanding legions of spectral riders and manipulating forces beyond human comprehension. His motivations remain opaque, seemingly driven by a desire for conquest and domination. But there is something more to him, a sadness perhaps, a weariness that transcends even his immortal existence. You notice subtle shifts in the landscape now, trees twisting unnaturally, the ground beneath your feet feeling strangely unstable. The wild hunt doesn't simply pass through a place, it alters, it leaving behind an echo of its chilling presence. It's as if reality itself is bending to their will. You feel a prickling sensation on the back of your neck, a sense that you are being watched by something ancient and malevolent. The true nature of their goals remains elusive, lost in the echoes of whispered prophecies and fragmented legends. Some believe they seek to reshape reality according to their own twisted vision. Others claim they simply revel in chaos and destruction. Perhaps it is a combination of both, a relentless cycle of conquest and despair that has spanned countless lifetimes. The biting wind steals your breath away, leaving you momentarily gasping for air. The question hangs in the stillness. Are they merely instruments of fate, or something actively steering its course? Are they servants to forces beyond their understanding, or do they hold dominion over a reality we can scarcely comprehend? These considerations offer no simple answers, just more layers of complexity within an already intricate tapestry. You draw your cloak tighter around you, seeking some small measure of comfort against the encroaching cold. The spectral figures are approaching now. You cannot see them clearly, but their presence is undeniable, a palpable weight in the air. It's time to descend from this ridge, to seek shelter and wait for the storm to pass. Remember that even in the darkest hours, hope remains a flicker within the depths of your heart. And sometimes, just sometimes, dawn does follow night. Through atmosphere_suspects, distant, mournful horn, image_keywords, frozen valley, NL architecture, spectral horses, icy fog, twilight landscape summary. The wild hunt's origins, motives, and connection to Ciri are examined within the sprawling lore of the Witcher universe. Close your eyes. Get comfortable. Imagine you are standing at the edge of a wood so old it remembers, before humans even built their first huts. You feel the damp earth beneath bare feet cool and yielding after the summer's heat. A scent rises from the undergrowth, rich loam mixed with decaying leaves, and something else, something faintly floral, but wilder than any garden bloom. You breathe in deeply. It is the essence of Brokilon forest. For centuries, it has existed, an emerald heart beating within the continent's turbulent landscape, a place apart, a refuge for creatures both wondrous and terrible. Brokilon isn't merely a forest, it's a living entity, a dryad kingdom. You are on its periphery. The trees themselves possess sentience. They feel, they observe, they judge. For those unfamiliar with the lore, think of an ancient redwood grove in California, magnified to cover hundreds of miles and given collective awareness. Each tree is a mind, and their combined thoughts, well, they are something else entirely. The history of Brokilon is intertwined with that of humankind, or rather, the constant friction between them. For centuries, humans sought to exploit its resources, timber for shipbuilding, herbs and roots for medicine, and sometimes even something more sinister. The Dryads, naturally, were not receptive. They defended their realm with fierce determination, animating trees into lumbering guardians, summoning sprites to mislead intruders, and manipulating the very air itself to create illusions and traps. You feel a slight shift in the breeze, an almost imperceptible pressure against your skin. It's not natural, it's Brokilon, testing you. The most significant conflict came with the war between Aedirn and Kaedwen around 80 years before Geralt's birth. The forest stood as a strategic barrier, naturally attracting unwanted attention from both sides. Both kingdoms sought to claim it as their own. Aedirn attempted to fell sections of the woodland to create siege routes. The Dryads responded in kind, releasing swarms of stinging insects and collapsing paths beneath careless feet. It was brutal, a war fought with roots, vines, and rustling leaves. The outcome wasn't a decisive victory for either side. Instead, the Dryad queen Sestria proposed an accord known as the Treaty of Brokilon. You almost taste the agreement in the air, a strange mix of resin and ancient agreements. It was extraordinary for its time. Humans were granted access to certain resources within Brokilon, but only under strict conditions and with the Queen's permission. The treaty dictated that no trees could be felled without explicit Dryad consent, and any damage would need to be repaid often in labor or offerings of value. The irony, of course, is that these seemingly benevolent concessions actually served the Dryads' own interests. The continued presence of humans meant vigilance, a constant awareness of potential threats and opportunities to influence human actions. Sestria, as queen, was an enigmatic figure. She embodied both the forest's savage protection and its surprising diplomacy. The bark of a nearby tree feels surprisingly smooth under your fingertips, almost like polished stone. It's old beyond imagining, centuries layered over centuries of silent observation. She was not born, but grown, from the heartwood of the oldest oak in Brokilon, literally an extension of the forest's consciousness itself. As such, she could perceive the world through the myriad senses of every tree and plant within her domain. It's a staggering thought, isn't it? To experience reality not just as a single being, but as an entire ecosystem. Imagine feeling the tremor of a burrowing vole miles away, or tasting the rain fall on leaves you can't even see. The humans she dealt with often found her inscrutable, her motivations opaque. To them, she was simply the Dryad Queen, an alien entity operating according to rules beyond their comprehension. You hear the faint rustling of unseen creatures in the undergrowth, a symphony of life and secrecy. A character you'll undoubtedly have encountered is Regis, the last vampire. He spent decades wandering Brokilon, observing its rhythms and earning the Dryads' tentative trust. He understood their perspective better than most humans ever could. He, too, was an outsider, a creature existing on the margins of civilization. The forest tolerated him, even offered him shelter. He learned its language in a way no human ever has, not through words or gestures, but through understanding the subtle vibrations and scents that permeated everything. You imagine what it would be like to experience that level of connection with nature, to be truly one with the wilderness. The relationship between Regis and Brokilon highlights a fascinating truth about the Witcher universe. Respect, even if not understanding, can forge unexpected alliances. A peculiar luminescence seems to emanate from the mosque, clinging to that tree trunk's soft green light like miniature stars. However, the Treaty of Brokilon was ultimately fragile. The inherent conflict between human ambition and the Dryads' desire for isolation always simmered beneath the surface. And it wasn't just human expansion that threatened the forest. Disease, strange magical anomalies, even the influence of more powerful creatures could disrupt Brokilon's delicate balance. The Dryads are not immortal. They can be harmed and killed just like any other living thing. And when a Dryad dies, so too does the tree from which she was born, a significant loss to the forest's collective consciousness. You sense a stillness in the air now, a moment of profound quiet. The stories told within Brokilon are many, echoing through the trees for centuries, tales of war and peace, betrayal and loyalty, loss and renewal. These are not always recorded. They are held within the wood itself, woven into the very fabric of the forest's being. A slight fragrance arrives on a gentle breeze, something vaguely reminiscent of damp earth and ancient secrets. One such tale concerns Nithril, another Witcher. He attempted to circumvent the treaty, seeking to exploit Brokilon's resources for personal gain. The Dryads responded swiftly and decisively. The specifics of his fate are shrouded in rumor. Some say he was trapped within a never-ending maze of twisting paths. Others claim he was transformed into a tree himself, forced to spend eternity as part of the forest's silent observation. It serves as a potent reminder that Brokilon does not suffer fools lightly. Disrespect is met with consequence, and consequences in this place can be unconventional. The rough texture of the ground beneath you shifts to something softer, more yielding, a carpet of moss, woven from centuries of fallen leaves. The forest's perception isn't always punitive. However, those who approach with humility and respect can find themselves rewarded with glimpses into Brokilon's hidden beauty, the shimmering light within ancient caves, the song of rare birds, the scent of wild flowers blooming in secret glades. The silence presses in now, a comforting blanket woven from the rustling of leaves and the murmur of unseen life. It's easy to see how stories about Brokilon evolved into cautionary tales, reminders for those who would trespass without understanding. Tales meant to instill fear, respect, perhaps even a touch of awe. The trees themselves seem taller now, their branches interlacing overhead, creating a canopy that filters the light into an ethereal green glow. The Dryads aren't simply guardians of the forest. They are its memory keepers. Every fallen leaf, every broken branch, every fleeting moment of joy or sorrow is imprinted upon their collective consciousness, forming a tapestry of history, stretching back millennia. You feel incredibly small here, insignificant in the face of such ancient power and wisdom. The deeper you venture into Brokilon, the more you realize that it's not just a place, but a state of mind, a perspective on existence free from human anxieties and ambitions. A subtle shift in temperature indicates approaching twilight. The shadows lengthen and deepen around you. It's a place where time itself seems to flow differently, slowing down, becoming more fluid and dreamlike. To truly understand, Brokilon isn't about deciphering its secrets. It's about letting go of your own preconceived notions and allowing yourself to be absorbed into something larger than yourself. The trees are ancient. They have seen empires rise and fall. They have witnessed the folly and beauty of humankind from a perspective that transcends individual lifetimes. You hear the soft sigh of the wind, an ancient lament carried through the leaves. And as you stand within their embrace, you begin to glimpse the profound interconnectedness of all things, the delicate balance between life and death, growth and decay, light and shadow. The scent of damp earth returns, stronger now, mingling with a hint of something indescribably sweet. Brokilon is not merely a forest to be conquered or exploited, but a living testament to the enduring power of nature and the importance of respecting its wisdom. The sense of stillness intensifies. A profound peace settles over you. You feel the damp earth cool beneath your bare feet. It is a softness unlike any you have known before, an almost sentient yielding to your weight. The air hangs thick and still, heavy with the scent of moss and ancient wood rot. It clings to your skin like velvet, a tangible embrace. The Dryads are not creatures easily understood. They are bound inextricably to Brokilon Forest, their lives intertwined with its trees, its streams, its very essence. To harm a tree is to wound a Dryad. To fell an ancient oak is to inflict grievous injury upon one of them. It's a philosophy of interconnectedness that humans often struggle to grasp. You notice the light here is peculiar, filtered and fractured through layers of canopy. It casts long dancing shadows on the forest floor. Sunlight rarely penetrates deep within Brokilon's embrace, creating an eternal twilight where time seems to drift without purpose. It's a place utterly removed from the concerns of the wider world, a sanctuary built upon ancient pacts. Legend has it that the first Dryads were born when the forest itself gained consciousness, when the collective will of countless trees coalesced into something more than simply flora. They are spirits woven from wood and leaf, their forms shifting and changing with the seasons. Sometimes they appear as young women, strikingly beautiful and graceful as a willow bending in the wind. Other times, you might glimpse them only as fleeting shadows or hear their voices carried on the breeze. There's a sense of watchful intelligence here, not hostile, but observant. It is as if every leaf and root is listening to your thoughts, assessing your intentions. This is no ordinary wood. It breathes with a sentience that surpasses human comprehension. You try to take a deeper breath, inhaling the rich aroma of decaying leaves and damp earth, but something holds you back. A quiet reverence settles over your soul. The history of Brokilon and its dryads is fraught with conflict. For centuries, humans have sought to exploit the forest's resources, to fell its trees for timber and clear land for farming. These acts invariably led to clashes with the dryads, who fiercely defend their woodland home. They are not mindless guardians. They possess cunning and a deep understanding of the forest's power. You remember reading of one such conflict, the Wars of Brokilon, a time when humans, desperate for land after years of hardship, launched a full-scale assault on the forest's borders. The dryads fought back with astonishing ferocity, commanding trees to uproot and attack, summoning storms and manipulating the very earth beneath your enemy's feet. It was a battle that scarred both sides deeply, a tragic testament to humanity's destructive potential. One of the most striking aspects of Dryad society is their devotion to protecting their forest at all costs. They see themselves as custodians, not owners, entrusted with safeguarding its delicate balance. To them, a tree felled needlessly is an act of sacrilege, no different from murdering a person. This fierce protectiveness extends to all creatures within Brokilon's boundaries, from the smallest insect to the largest beast. Consider this. Humans measure time in years, decades slipping by like grains of sand through your fingers. For a dryad, bound to a single tree that might live for centuries, even millennia time, stretches out infinitely long. Their perspective is utterly different, their concerns encompassing generations you can barely imagine. It's humbling to contemplate such scale, so alien to the fleeting nature of human existence. You notice a faint shimmer ahead, a distortion in the air, like heat rising from sun-baked stone. As you approach, the image resolves itself into a figure, a young woman with hair, the color of autumn leaves, and eyes that reflect the emerald green of the forest canopy. She is undeniably beautiful, ethereal even, but her expression holds an ancient sadness. This is one of the dryads. You sense no immediate threat, but also no welcome. Just a quiet assessment, a silent weighing of your worthiness. The air around you seems to thicken, pressing in on all sides, as if the forest itself is holding its breath. It's an intense moment, laden with unspoken meaning. Dryads have unique abilities, born from their connection to Brokilon. They can communicate with trees, understanding their silent language and drawing strength from their ancient roots. They are masters of illusion, capable of weaving deceptive spells that confound travelers and mislead enemies. And most powerfully, they can manipulate the forest itself, commanding its flora and fauna to do their bidding. The dryad speaks her voice, like the rustling of leaves in a gentle breeze. It is a melodic sound, strangely comforting, despite its alien quality. She doesn't address you directly. Instead, she speaks of Brokilon's history, of the countless battles fought within its borders, and the endless cycle of destruction and renewal. Her words carry an undertone of weary resignation, a profound sense of loss. You feel a sudden chill despite the humidity of the air, as if the forest itself is sighing in sorrow. The Dryad's tales speak of a time before humans, when Brokilon flourished, undisturbed, teeming with life, and untouched by conflict. It's a paradise lost, or a dream that seems forever beyond reach. She mentions the Pact, an ancient agreement between the elves and the Dryads, establishing a fragile peace and defining the boundaries of Brokilon's sovereignty. This pact, however, has been repeatedly broken by humans who fail to respect its terms, leading to further violence and bloodshed. The cycle seems destined to repeat itself endlessly. You remember tales of how Dryads can also be incredibly vengeful when their forest is threatened, capable of unleashing devastating wrath upon those who defy them. Their connection to Brokilon grants them unparalleled power within its borders, making it a formidable and dangerous place for outsiders. They are fierce protectors prepared to defend their home with every fiber of their being. The Dryad pauses her gaze, seeming to penetrate your very soul. She seems to be asking something without speaking any words at all. It's an unspoken test, a silent inquiry into your intentions and your understanding of the natural world. You feel exposed, vulnerable beneath her piercing scrutiny. She then speaks again, her voice softer this time, almost mournful. She speaks of loneliness, of being bound to Brokilon for eternity, while watching generations of humans live and die. It's a poignant reflection on the fleeting nature of mortality, a stark contrast to the Dryads' seemingly immortal existence. You notice a single tear trace a path down her cheek, dissolving into the moss upon which she stands. This small act of vulnerability humanizes her, reminding you that even beings as ancient and powerful as Dryads are capable of feeling sadness and loss. It is oddly comforting, a shared experience across vastly different realms of existence. The air begins to shimmer again, the image of the Dryad slowly fading back into the shadows of the forest. Before she disappears entirely, she offers you one last piece of advice. Respect the woods, and it will respect you. The words hang in the air, echoing softly, like a whisper on the wind. You look around, feeling strangely altered by your encounter. The forest seems different now, more alive than ever before. You sense that Brokilon has judged you, found you worthy, perhaps, or at least not immediately threatening. The weight of responsibility settles upon your shoulders, a silent promise to honor the pact and safeguard the ancient woods. You take one final breath, inhaling deeply of the mossy air before turning to leave. As you walk away, you can't shake the feeling that you are being watched, that countless eyes are following your every move. It's a comforting sensation in a way, a reminder that you are not alone in this ancient and wondrous place. The sunlight filtering through the canopy seems to dim slightly as you emerge from the deeper shadows of Brokilon. The air feels less heavy, less oppressive. You leave behind a realm of whispers and secrets, carrying with you a profound respect for the power and fragility of the natural world, a silent promise made to protect what remains. You feel the damp earth beneath your feet. A carpet of moss clings to everything, swallowing sound and muffling light. It's a comforting pressure underfoot, a gentle reassurance that you are held by something old and patient. The air grows heavy with the scent of pine needles and something else, a sweetness, almost like overripe fruit. You can taste it on your tongue, a subtle tang that sits just behind your teeth. It's unsettling, but not unpleasant. More a sensation than an odor. The trees around you are impossibly tall, their branches intertwined overhead to form a dense canopy that filters the sunlight into emerald shards. It's easy to imagine yourself lost here, hopelessly adrift within this green labyrinth. But there's a sense of deliberate order to it all. Not the neatness of human design. Something older, wilder, governed by rhythms you can almost perceive, but cannot quite grasp. The forest breathes around you, inhaling and exhaling with a slow cadence that mirrors your own heartbeat. These are Brokilon's borders, and beyond them lies something even more ancient, the heart of the Dryads' realm. You understand now why so few venture deep within, not out of fear entirely, but out of respect and a certain wary apprehension. This is not a place for human ambition. It's a place where humans are guests. You remember Ilara's words, "The Dryads do not welcome outsiders lightly." You feel her gaze upon you even now, though she is no longer physically present, a silent, watchful presence woven into the fabric of the forest itself. It's a feeling both humbling and slightly unnerving. Further in, the light diminishes further. The ground becomes uneven, a tangle of roots and fallen branches covered with velvety moss. You notice a subtle shift in the atmosphere, a sense of heightened awareness. Not a threat, but an intense focus, as if every leaf, every root, every creature within this wood is observing you. You catch glimpses of movement from your periphery, shadows flickering between trees, shapes that resolve into nothing when you try to focus on them. It's not the movement of animals, it's more fluid, as if the forest itself is breathing and shifting around you. You feel a subtle pressure in your temples, a gentle hum emanating from deep within the wood. Then, you hear it. A whisper. At first, you dismiss it as the rustling of leaves or the creaking of branches, but then it comes again, clearer, this time. Not in any discernible language you recognize, more a feeling pressed into your mind than a series of sounds. It's like an invitation. You hesitate to follow, instinct urging caution, but something deeper, a curiosity, pulling you onward. There is an alluring quality to the whisper, a sense of ancient wisdom and sorrow interwoven with it. A sadness that seems as old as the forest itself. The path ahead winds downwards, a gentle incline leading towards what feels like the very heart of Brokilon. The air grows cooler, charged with an almost palpable energy. You can sense the presence of something significant nearing, something ancient and powerful. You come to a clearing, a circle of ancient oaks surrounding a pool of still water that reflects the dappled light above. And there, standing at the edge of the pool, you see her, one of the Dryads. Her form is almost indistinguishable from the trees themselves, bark, like skin, blending seamlessly with the rough texture of an old oak trunk. Her hair is woven from vines and leaves adorned with wild flowers that seem to glow with an inner light. Her eyes are like pools of liquid emerald, radiating a quiet sadness and profound wisdom. You feel yourself drawn towards her, compelled by something beyond reason. She does not speak aloud, but the whisper in your mind grows stronger, a torrent of images flooding your consciousness. Visions of Brokilon's past, its birth from ancient magic, its long and tumultuous history, its deep connection to the natural world. You see the wars fought over its borders, the destruction wrought by human greed and ambition. You understand now the Dryads are not merely guardians of the forest, they are the forest. Their lives are inextricably linked to its health and survival. The destruction of Brokilon would mean their end and theirs in turn, would diminish the world itself. It's a perspective utterly alien to human understanding, a timescale stretching far beyond individual lifetimes or even entire civilizations. She shows you images of the First Circle, the pact made long ago between humans and Dryads, a fragile peace maintained through mutual respect and restraint. But that trust has been broken repeatedly by those who value dominion over harmony, power over balance. The bitterness of centuries hangs heavy in her presence, an unspoken lament for a lost equilibrium. You sense she is not necessarily hostile, but weary, burdened by the weight of responsibility and the endless cycle of conflict. She offers no judgment, only understanding, a quiet acknowledgement of your place within this intricate web of existence. You are a stranger in her realm, an observer of its ancient truths. The scent intensifies around you, the sweetness, the earthiness, the dampness, all combining into an almost overwhelming sensory experience. The whispers coalesce into a single thought, a plea for understanding, for protection, a silent request that echoes through the depths of your being. You feel a profound sense of sadness wash over you, a grief not entirely your own. It's the sorrow of Brokilon, the pain of a dying world struggling to survive in an age of rampant destruction. You realize that even here, within this ancient sanctuary, the shadow of human influence looms large. The Dryad inclines her head slightly, a gesture that feels like both dismissal and benediction. The images fade, the whispers subside, leaving you standing alone in the clearing beneath the watchful gaze of the ancient oaks. You feel strangely cleansed, altered by what you have witnessed. You turn to leave, retracing your steps through the labyrinthine forest. The path seems shorter. Now the shadows less menacing. The whispers are gone, but their resonance remains a subtle hum vibrating within your soul. As you emerge from Brokilon's borders, you glance back one last time, catching a fleeting glimpse of the Dryad standing at the edge of the clearing. Her form seems to shimmer and distort, blending seamlessly with the surrounding trees until she vanishes completely. You are left with nothing but the memory of what you have seen, the knowledge that some places remain untouched by human progress, sanctuaries of ancient wisdom and enduring beauty. You understand that their survival depends not on brute force or dominion, but on understanding, respect, and a willingness to listen to the whispers in the woods. You feel the moss cool beneath your fingertips. It clings to the gnarled roots of a centuries-old beech. The air hangs thick and still heavy with the scent of damp earth and decaying leaves. It is a smell that speaks of timelessness, of secrets held deep within the wood. The Dryads are not easily encountered. They guard Brokilon Forest fiercely. Not out of malice, you understand, but because they are Brokilon, they are its guardians and its heart. Separating one from the other is difficult to comprehend in a human way. They do not see themselves as separate entities at all. You imagine their perspective, a mind intertwined with every leaf, every stream, every root that anchors Brokilon to the earth. Can you truly grasp such interconnectedness? To feel the slow seep of rainwater into the soil and understand it not as moisture, but as a memory. That is the realm of the Dryads. There are tales, naturally. Tales passed down amongst travelers who have dared to venture too deep. Whispers of illusions, shimmering paths that lead nowhere, of voices offering false comfort or cryptic warnings. The forest itself seems to bend reality to its will, to test those who seek entry. The Dryads are beautiful, of course. That is a common thread in the stories. Tall and graceful, with skin like polished bark, and hair woven from leaves and vines. But beauty here is not merely aesthetic. It's an embodiment of Brokilon's vital energy, a power that can overwhelm if you aren't prepared. The oldest Dryads are said to resemble ancient trees, their forms so integrated with the forest floor, it is impossible to tell where one ends and the other begins. Their voices would be less a sound and more a sensation, a tremor in the earth, the rustling of leaves that seems to carry meaning. You would feel them long before you heard them. For centuries, humans saw Brokilon as a resource timber for ships and buildings, a place to hunt game without consequence. And the Dryads responded accordingly, not with overt aggression, not at first, but with subtle shifts in the forest's behavior. Paths becoming treacherous, animals disappearing, rivers changing course, a slow but relentless dismantling of human progress. The War of the Dryads. It is a grim chapter in the history of Temeria. The humans, frustrated by Brokilon's resistance and desperate for timber and land, decided to take what they believed was theirs by force, a foolish ambition. For you do not fight a forest. You become part of it or perish, trying. You can almost taste the fear that hung in the air during those dark times. The tension between humans and Dryads grew, fueled by misunderstanding and violence, each side viewing the other as an existential threat, a clash of civilizations destined for tragedy. It was Eredin, Bran King of the Wild Hunt, who finally brokered a peace, an uneasy truce built upon mutual respect and enforced by the sheer terrifying power of his realm. He understood that Brokilon's protection meant more than a small amount of timber. It was essential to maintaining balance in the wider world. The terms were simple. Humans would stay out. Brokilon would remain inviolate. The Dryads would continue their guardianship. And Eredin, well, he made sure those terms were followed. His presence alone acted as a deterrent against any further human incursions. For many years, it was the only thing that kept the peace. You can feel the forest's breath on your skin, now warm and humid. A subtle shift in the air pressure signals an approaching change. Perhaps not of weather, but of awareness. You sense you are being watched. It isn't threatening, merely observant, testing your intentions. The Dryads don't judge by human standards of morality, good or bad, right or wrong. They perceive actions within the context of Brokilon's well-being. Those who respect it, those who tread lightly and show reverence for its ancient power, are tolerated. Those who seek to exploit it face a far different fate. There is a poignant sadness woven into Brokilon's existence, a lament for the lost forests of the world, for the slow erosion of natural spaces by human expansion. You hear it in the rustling leaves, a silent plea for understanding and respect. It's a feeling that settles deep within your bones. The wind sighs through the canopy above you now, carrying the scent of distant rain and something else, something indefinable. A sense of ancient wisdom, of enduring power, and a quiet reassurance. You are safe here, as long as you remember who holds the true authority in this place. The sunlight filters through the leaves, dappling the forest floor in shifting patterns of light and shadow. It is almost hypnotic, drawing your gaze downwards to the intricate tapestry of moss and lichen that covers every surface. a constant reminder of Brokilon's patient persistence, its enduring presence. You turn slowly, feeling a faint pressure against your mind, a subtle urging to leave. Not an order, but a suggestion. A Dryad's way of saying it is time to move on. To return to the world beyond Brokilon's embrace. It seems that your audience has been assessed and found sufficient for now. The path behind you, which seemed so clear moments ago, now appears shrouded in mist. The forest's boundaries become blurred, indistinct. It is as if the woods themselves are gently guiding you away, stealing you back to your own world. And then, just as suddenly as it began, the feeling fades, the pressure lifts, and you find yourself standing at the edge of Brokilon, looking back at a wall of impenetrable green, the whispers in the ancient woods fading into silence. Close your eyes. Get comfortable. Imagine you are standing within the stone walls of a vineyard cellar in Toussaint. The air is thick and cool, clinging to your skin like a velvet cloth. It smells of ripe grapes and something else, something faintly metallic, subtly floral, something utterly enchanting. You've come here seeking knowledge, not wine, not precisely. This is the laboratory of Master Alaric, one of Toussaint's most renowned alchemists. He rarely receives visitors, especially those who simply wish to observe. But a letter from Corvo Bianco himself secured your audience. The cellar itself is remarkable, hewn directly into the rock face. It's surprisingly spacious. Ranks of clay jars sit on tiered shelves, glowing faintly with luminescent powders and tinctures. Light streams in from high-arched windows, casting long shadows that dance like phantoms across the damp stone floor. You notice the quiet, not a silence exactly, but a profound stillness, the kind of quiet that allows you to hear the almost imperceptible hum of the earth itself. Alaric emerges from behind a screen of hanging herbs. He is an older man, with eyes as blue and clear as the Toussaint sky after a storm. His hands are stained with pigments' vibrant hues that suggest a life spent coaxing secrets from nature's palette. You think he looks like a retired chess master. He bows slightly, a gesture more polite than demonstrative. "Welcome," he says, his voice quiet but warm. It's the same quality as sun-warmed, honey smooth and comforting. "I understand you wish to study my methods." He gestures around the cellar with a sweep of his hand. It's a very Toussaint gesture, both proud and unshowy. You nod. You've read his published works, of course meticulous treatises on botanical extraction and transmutation. But reading is not experiencing. Seeing is not knowing. Alaric smiles faintly. "Most visitors are driven by a desire for power," he says quietly. "They wish to concoct potions of strength or longevity. They seek shortcuts." You reflect on the ambition that drives so many in this world, and indeed in your own. The relentless pursuit of something more. "My work," Alaric continues, "is not about power, it's about understanding." He picks up a small vial filled with shimmering liquid, a pale gold that seems to catch the light from within. It is about observing the inherent harmony of things. You inhale deeply, a subtle fragrance lavender, mingled with something earthy, almost mineral-like. The alchemy of Toussaint isn't what most imagine. It's not explosive concoctions or forbidden rituals. It is a practice rooted in patience, meticulous observation, and painstaking detail, a slow unraveling of nature's mysteries. Consider the grape itself, a seemingly simple fruit, but within it lies a complex interplay of sugars, acids, tannins, all working together to create something far greater than their individual components. An alchemist's task is not merely to extract these elements, but to understand how they interact. Alaric sets the vial down and picks up a sprig of rosemary. He crushes it gently between his fingers, releasing its pungent aroma. The air fills with the sharp scent of the herb, mingling with the sweet fragrance of grapes and the faint metallic tang from earlier. It's a complex olfactory symphony, one that speaks of sunshine and soil and ancient traditions. The true art is not to manipulate, he says, his voice barely above a whisper, but to assist, to gently guide nature towards its own perfection. You think about the witches, those monster slayers who walk a path of necessary violence. They are instruments of change, disrupting natural order. Alaric's work is about preserving that order, maintaining balance. The light from the high windows shifts as the sun dips lower in the sky, casting elongated shadows across the cellar floor. The stone feels cool beneath your feet, grounding you to this place, to this moment. Alaric demonstrates a simple extraction process, crushing a vibrant crimson flower with a mortar and pestle. You can feel the rough texture of the ceramic against his palm. The resulting paste is then mixed with water and filtered through layers of cheesecloth. The liquid that drips through is a pale, watery pink, devoid of any discernible scent or flavor. It seems almost pointless. Appearances can be deceptive, Alaric says, reading your expression. This seemingly insignificant extract will, when combined with others, possess properties capable of mending fractured bones. He explains that the true power lies not in any single ingredient, but in their synergistic interaction. It's a lesson applicable far beyond the confines of alchemy, a reflection of the intricate interconnectedness of all things. You feel your shoulders relax, muscles easing with the quiet rhythm of his movements. The whole process is slow, deliberate. There's no urgency, no sense of striving, just a quiet dedication to observing and understanding. A fly buzzes lazily against one of the windows, a tiny speck of life, moving in its own measured pace. It serves as a reminder that everything exists on a timescale vastly different from our own. You think of time spent wandering through Morhen, each stone whispering tales of trials and training. The urgency there was palpable. Here, it is absent. Alaric begins to prepare another mixture, a solution intended to preserve herbs for extended periods. He adds a pinch of salt, its crystals sparkling like tiny jewels in the dim light. The simple act feels profoundly significant, as if preserving not just the herb, but also a fragment of time itself. You've been studying alchemists for centuries, it seems. Roman apothecaries, distilling perfumes, medieval monks, meticulously cataloging medicinal plants. Yet, something about Alaric's approach is different. It isn't driven by a need to create or control, but by a genuine desire to understand the world around him. He speaks of the philosopher's stone not as a source of gold or immortality, but as a symbol of perfect balance and harmony, an ideal to strive towards, even if unattainable. The sun dips below the horizon, and shadows pool in every corner of the cellar. The light from the windows fades completely, and Alaric lights a few beeswax candles. Their flickering glow casts dancing shapes on the walls, transforming the familiar surroundings into something magical. He hands you a small clay pot containing a pale yellow powder, distilled moonlight he calls it, collected during a particular lunar alignment. It smells faintly of vanilla and rain. "This is for you," he says softly, a reminder to seek stillness within yourself. You hold the pot in your hand, feeling its cool smoothness against your skin. It's a tangible representation of his wisdom, a gift far more valuable than any potion or elixir. The silence deepens, punctuated only by the gentle crackling of the candles and the distant chirping of crickets from the vineyards above. You think about the chaos you have witnessed in your travels wars, and monsters and betrayals. It's easy to become consumed by the storm, to lose sight of the quiet beauty that exists beneath the surface. Alaric speaks again, his voice even softer than before. True knowledge, he says, is not found in grand pronouncements or extraordinary feats. It is found in the simple act of observing. You imagine yourself standing on a Toussaint hillside at dusk, the scent of ripening grapes heavy in the air. The sky blazes with color hues of orange and purple, fading into deep indigo. The world is bathed in a soft, golden light. It's a moment of perfect peace, a reminder that even amidst turmoil, there is always beauty to be found, always stillness to be embraced. The lesson Alaric imparts resonates deeply within you, a gentle invitation to slow down, to breathe, and to appreciate the quiet wonder of existence. You close your eyes, the scent of moonlight and grapes lingering in your mind. You feel a profound sense of calm settle over you, a warm weight anchoring you to this place, to this moment. Good night. May your dreams be filled with the quiet beauty of Toussaint, with the scent of ripening grapes, the gentle glow of candlelight, and the stillness that lies at the heart of all things. Rest now. Let go. You are standing within a sprawling herb garden. It is late afternoon. The sun casts long shadows across, meticulously arranged rows of lavender and rosemary. The air hangs heavy with their fragrance, mingled with something sharper, something acrid, hinting at distillation and potent mixtures. This is Toussaint, a land famed for its wines, its chivalry, and quietly for the skill of its alchemists. Their workshops are not like the messy dens you might imagine, filled with bubbling retorts and chaotic scribbles. No, these spaces are models of order. Each ingredient is precisely labeled, each tool carefully cleaned and stored. You notice the absence of dust, an almost unnatural stillness pervades everything. It's as if even the air itself moves in measured breaths. The Toussaint alchemists don't seek to transmute lead into gold. Their ambitions lie elsewhere, in perfecting elixirs, for healing, for enhancing strength and agility, and above all, for preserving life itself. They are masters of subtle manipulation, not dramatic transformation. Think of a sculptor patiently chipping away at stone, revealing the form already held within. That is their approach to alchemy. You observe an alchemist tending a bed of moon-petal flowers. Their silvery leaves shimmer in the fading light, exuding a faint luminescence. He handles them with incredible delicacy, as if they were spun from moonlight itself. A single careless touch could bruise their petals, rendering them useless. This precision is everything here. It's not about speed or volume. It's about unwavering focus and respect for the materials. The recipes themselves are a marvel of detail. They aren't written in flowery prose, but rather laid out with clinical exactness. Grams of this herb, milliliters of that essence, temperatures carefully maintained within fractions of a degree. You catch glimpses of complex charts depicting the interaction of various components, visual representations of subtle energies weaving together. The secret lies not just in acquiring rare ingredients, though they certainly require effort and sometimes peril. It's about understanding their inherent nature, their vibrational frequencies, as some might say. They believe each plant, each mineral possesses a unique resonance, and it is this harmony that dictates its efficacy. A discordant blend will simply fail to produce anything useful, or worse, create something dangerous. One of the most prized ingredients in Toussaint alchemy is a rare mushroom known as the night's bloom. It only flowers under the light of a full moon, deep within the Telestrian forest. Harvesting it requires not just skill, but an almost symbiotic relationship with nature. The alchemists believe that attempting to force its bloom through artificial means would corrupt its properties, rendering it inert or even poisonous. You can feel the coolness of the stone floor beneath your feet. It's smooth and polished from centuries of use, worn by countless footsteps and imbued with a silent history. The air is still heavy, but not stifling. A palpable sense of calm radiates from these walls. This isn't just a workspace, it's a sanctuary, a refuge from the bustling world outside. The principles guiding Toussaint alchemy extend far beyond the mere mixing of ingredients. They believe in the interconnectedness of all things, the delicate balance between opposing forces. Illness is not simply the absence of health, it is an imbalance within that harmony. Their elixirs are designed to restore that equilibrium, to nudge the body back towards its natural state. You notice a young apprentice carefully grinding dried sprigs of dew leaf. He's following the instructions with meticulous care, his brow furrowed in concentration. He understands this is not simply about completing a task, it's about internalizing a philosophy. It is an apprenticeship lasting many years, a lifelong commitment to stillness and precision. The Toussaint alchemists are particularly renowned for their preservation techniques. They can extend the lifespan of fruits and vegetables for months beyond their natural expiry dates, and some say even slow down the aging process itself. Their methods involve a combination of careful dehydration, precise fermentation, and the subtle infusion of stabilizing essences. It is an art form, more than science, a dance between decay and defiance. They are not without their critics, of course. Some accuse them of meddling with forces beyond human comprehension. Others dismiss them as mere charlatans, peddling expensive potions to wealthy nobles. But the alchemists pay these criticisms no heed. They remain steadfast in their devotion to their craft, guided by a deep respect for the natural world and the principles that govern it. The scent of ambergris drifts through the air, a warm, musky fragrance, strangely comforting amidst the sharpness of herbs. It is an ingredient used, sparingly valued, not just for its properties, but also for its rarity. A single vial can fetch a price equivalent to a modest manor house, highlighting the dedication and expense required to maintain their craft. Consider the Witcher himself, Geralt of Rivia. He relies on potions for enhanced strength reflexes and resilience. While he might use ingredients gathered from across the continent, many are refined and blended by Toussaint alchemists, a silent partnership benefiting both sides. The Witchers need their power. Toussaint needs to prove its value beyond noble revelry. You observe an elderly alchemist studying a chart illuminated by a single oil lamp. His hands tremble slightly as he traces the lines with a weathered finger, but his eyes remain sharp and focused. He represents generations of knowledge, passed down through families, a living link to traditions stretching back centuries. The weight of history is palpable in that room. The understanding of alchemy isn't merely technical or scientific. It requires something more intangible, a connection with the spirit of things. It is about patience, about observing subtle changes, and about recognizing patterns invisible to most eyes. One must become attuned not only to the ingredients, but also to the space within which they transform. A quiet mind, a still hand. It's easy to think of alchemy as something magical, something beyond human comprehension. But in Toussaint, it's simply a testament to the power of observation, precision, and dedication. The alchemists there are not conjurers, but meticulous researchers, masters of their craft content, to explore the subtle nuances of the natural world, one carefully measured ingredient at a time. You hear a faint chime from somewhere deep within the workshop, a signal marking the end of the workday. The alchemists begin to pack away their tools, their movements slow and deliberate. Soon the light will fade, completely plunging the garden into darkness. But the stillness remains an enduring presence in this land of wine and chivalry. You are now standing within a workshop. The air hangs thick and still heavy with the scent of dried herbs and something faintly metallic. It's warmer than you expected. Sunlight filters through stained glass windows, depicting various alchemical processes, transmutation of base metals, distillation of potent elixirs, the careful measurement of volatile ingredients. These aren't grand depictions of magical feats, though. They are meticulous records, almost architectural blueprints of precise chemical reactions. Imagine yourself in a modern perfumery. You understand the principle, the artistry. But these Toussaint alchemists work on a scale and with materials you could scarcely comprehend. The raw components alone often require arduous journeys. Rare mushrooms harvested under specific moonlight, scales shed by unique swamp creatures, petals from blossoms that bloom only for an hour each year. And they aren't just gathering ingredients. They are observing, cataloging, learning the subtle nuances of their properties. A young apprentice is carefully grinding something with a mortar and pestle, a pale blue powder that releases a surprisingly sweet aroma when crushed. He isn't hurried. There's an inherent patience in every motion. A slight smile plays on his lips, a satisfaction derived not from the end result, but from the meticulous process itself. The granules settle softly into a small vial with a quiet whisper of dust. You notice that most of their work isn't focused on grand potions for mages or warriors. Instead, it's a surprisingly large volume dedicated to tinctures for livestock, balms for healing horses' hooves, solutions to keep wine from spoiling during the long Toussaint summers, practical applications, essential services for a land built on agriculture and chivalry. It is a comforting thought. This alchemy isn't solely about fantastical power, but about tending to the quiet rhythms of daily life. The warmth of the sun pressing against your face reminds you that even magic has its roots in something grounded and tangible. It's not born from ego or ambition, but from careful observation and a desire to nurture. Their methods are surprisingly slow. Think of watching bread rise days unfolding in quiet expansion. The master alchemist, his name is Lucian, explains that rapid reactions often produce unstable compounds. Imperfections linger within the structure. It's far better to coax a transformation, to allow the essence to reveal itself gradually. He doesn't rush, he anticipates. You observe him examining a vial filled with viscous emerald liquid. He isn't looking for signs of bubbling or shimmering. Those would indicate imperfection. Instead, he's noting how light plays across its surface, the subtle shifts in color as it catches the sun. It's akin to an artist studying a canvas. Lucian is obsessed with balance, not just in chemical equations, but in his entire approach to alchemy. He believes that every ingredient carries within it a spirit, a resonance that must be respected and understood. The best alchemists aren't merely manipulating substances, they're conducting conversations. There are records detailing failures here too, experiments that went awry, resulting in unpleasant odors or unstable concoctions. These aren't viewed as defeats, but as lessons, invaluable insights into the intricate dance of matter and energy. Each mistake becomes a new parameter to adjust, a more precise method to pursue. The smell of burnt sugar lingers faintly near one corner, evidence of a less successful attempt at extracting honey essence. You run your hand along a workbench cluttered with glass beakers, copper stills, and delicate scales. They are worn smooth by years of use. A comfortable familiarity permeates the space. The quiet industry feels almost meditative. The wood beneath your fingertips is warm from decades of sunlight and patient labor. Lucian gestures towards a complex apparatus made of intertwined glass tubes, a distillation column used to refine moon petal oil. "Observe," he says, his voice low and calm. Patience is the most vital ingredient in alchemy. You watch as steam rises slowly through the labyrinthine coils, condensing into a clear, fragrant liquid that drips steadily into a receiving vessel. It's almost hypnotic. He then points to a series of journals bound in thick leather, filled with meticulous notes and diagrams penned in elegant script. Each entry records not just the quantities used and reactions observed, but also weather conditions, astrological alignments, even the phases of Lucian's own emotional state. It's understood that everything influences the process. These journals are more than simple recipe books. They represent a collective memory, an accumulation of centuries worth of knowledge passed down through generations of Toussaint alchemists. Each new apprentice spends years simply copying these texts, committing them to memory, internalizing the philosophy behind the formulas. The leather feels dry and faintly dusty beneath your fingers as you approach for a closer look. One passage catches your eye, a note about incorporating specific types of clay into certain mixtures. Apparently, Toussaint's unique soil composition imparts subtle qualities that enhance the final product. It is not merely the ingredients themselves, but how they interact with this particular place, a profound understanding born from deep connection. Lucian believes there's a direct line between alchemy and poetry. Both seek to capture something ephemeral, an essence, a feeling. The alchemist translates raw materials into tangible form. The poet distills experiences into words. He says it is about finding order within chaos, beauty, amidst complexity. Consider the simplicity of making bread. A few basic ingredients: flour, water, yeast. But the magic happens in the quiet unfolding, the slow transformation, a rhythm that connects us to generations past. The alchemy here isn't so different, just more intricate and meticulously documented. The light begins to fade. As dusk settles over Toussaint, you feel a profound sense of peace within this workshop, a stillness born from dedication and purpose. There's a weightlessness to the air, a quiet confidence that permeates every corner. It is not grand or flamboyant, but quietly powerful. As you prepare to leave, Lucian hands you a small vial containing a pale amber liquid, a simple calming draught formulated with lavender and chamomile. A gift, he says softly. Remember the lessons of stillness. The glass feels smooth and cool against your palm. You find yourself standing amongst them now, within a workshop that breathes with the scent of simmering herbs and powdered minerals. The air is thick, warm, heavy with expectation. Alchemists, men and women clad in simple linen tunics, stained with the hues of their craft, meticulously grind, measure, and stir. Each movement deliberate, slow, a quiet symphony of precision unfolding before you. This isn't a frantic place. No sudden gestures or rushed experiments here. Toussaint's alchemists operate on a different tempo entirely. They understand that potent remedies and devastating poisons require patience, observation, and almost meditative stillness. It is the very essence of their art. A dance between intention and consequence, played out in small glass vials and earthenware pots. The workshop itself is bathed in the amber light, filtering through stained glass windows, depicting scenes from Toussaint's chivalrous knights, bountiful harvests, even a particularly regal depiction of Duchess Anna Henrietta. These filters soften everything, casting long shadows that dance across the walls as the sun slowly arcs overhead. You feel the gentle warmth on your face. A sense of quietude permeates the very stones beneath your feet. You notice one alchemist, a woman named Lyra, painstakingly extracting oil from moon petal blossoms. Her fingers move with an almost uncanny grace. She doesn't glance at her work. Instead, she seems to be feeling it, listening for the subtle shifts in viscosity, the faint fragrance that signifies completion. Moon petals are notoriously difficult to process. They release their essence only under precise conditions of temperature and pressure. Lyra explains, without looking up, that alchemy isn't just about combining ingredients. It's about understanding their nature, their soul almost. Everything, she says softly. Her voice, like the chime of distant bells, possesses a spirit. The alchemist must learn to commune with it. That philosophy extends beyond simply extracting essences. Lyra's mentor master, Elian, believes that alchemy holds the key to unlocking deeper truths about the world. He argues that every substance is connected, intertwined in a complex web of causality. Understanding one link reveals others. It's a worldview that echoes throughout Toussaint's culture, a deep reverence for balance and harmony. You run your fingers along the edge of a cool marble workbench. Its surface is smooth, polished by countless hours of use. The quiet rasp of your fingertips against stone is strangely soothing. The scent of dried lavender fills your nostrils, mingling with the earthy smell of crushed roots and the sweet fragrance of flowering vines hanging from the rafters. Elian believes that the true alchemist doesn't seek to dominate nature, but to work in concert with it, to coax out its hidden potential rather than forcing it into submission. A process he compares to a skilled bard, encouraging a reluctant melody from his instrument. It requires sensitivity, understanding, and a healthy dose of humility. The techniques themselves are remarkably similar, regardless of the end goal. Whether crafting a simple healing salve or concocting a poison potent enough to fell a griffin, the process begins with meticulous observation, measuring, grinding, distilling. The subtle differences lie in the proportions and the order of operations variables, so minute that even slight errors can render the entire effort useless. You watch as Aelis demonstrates the creation of Sunstone Draught, a restorative elixir prized by Toussaint's knights for its ability to accelerate healing and increase stamina. The process is deceptively simple, boiling 3 types of flowering herbs in pure spring water, then adding powdered gold dust and a single drop of moon petal oil. Yet, the slightest deviation from the prescribed method results in a bitter, ineffective brew. Aelis stresses that intuition plays a crucial role. Years of experience allow Toussaint's alchemists to sense when something is amiss, a subtle discoloration, an unexpected aroma. These are not just signs of error, but whispers from the ingredients themselves, a call for adjustment, a plea for understanding. He pauses his demonstration and gestures towards a small window overlooking Toussaint's lush countryside. "Look," he says softly, "at the way the light falls upon those fields, the way the wind moves through the wheat. Everything is connected. Everything has its place." A single bumblebee drones lazily past the window pane. The Toussaint alchemists possess a profound understanding of poisons, too, an unfortunate necessity in a land constantly threatened by bandits and monsters. But even their work with toxins reflects their underlying philosophy. They don't create poison to inflict suffering, but to defend themselves and their people. It's a grim responsibility, approached with a solemn respect for the power they wield. One particularly potent concoction known as Velvet Kiss is said to be undetectable by any means short of magical analysis, a tragic irony considering its intended purpose to eliminate threats subtly and efficiently. You feel a slight tremor in your hand, a reaction to the weight of such knowledge. There's an almost philosophical beauty to their approach, this acceptance of duality, the understanding that life and death are inextricably linked, that healing and harm are 2 sides of the same coin. It is a perspective born from centuries of careful observation and quiet contemplation, a hallmark of Toussaint's unique culture. You notice a tiny spider meticulously weaving its web in a corner of the workshop, undisturbed by the alchemist's industry. Its movements are precise, deliberate, a miniature reflection of the larger processes unfolding around you. The air hangs still and warm now. The scent of herbs has settled into something almost comforting. The legacy of these alchemists isn't merely in their potions or poisons, it's in their understanding, their quiet devotion to a craft that demands patience, observation, and an unwavering respect for the delicate balance of nature. A lesson whispered on the breeze, carried on the scent of blooming herbs, a silent promise of renewal and resilience. The light from the stained glass windows deepens as dusk begins to settle over Toussaint. The workshop feels even more tranquil now, immersed in a golden glow that seems to emanate not just from above, but from within. You inhale deeply, letting go of any lingering tension, finding peace in this place of quiet creation. The slow, deliberate rhythm of the alchemist's work feels like a gentle anchor, grounding you in the present moment. A reminder that even amidst chaos and uncertainty, there is always beauty to be found, strength to be drawn from stillness, and ultimately, serenity to be attained. Atmosphere_SFX. Distant lute music, image_keywords. Stained glass, herbs, potions. Alchemy, Toussaint. Duchess, Anna Henrietta. Moon petal blossoms. Marble workbench. Spiderweb. Countryside. Sunlight. You are now breathing in the scent of crushed lavender and something sharper, almost metallic, the unmistakable aroma of a working alchemy lab. The air is thick with humidity. You can feel it clinging to your skin as you stand within one of Toussaint's most renowned alchemical workshops, nestled amongst the vineyards just outside Beauclair. It's quieter here than in the bustling capital, a place dedicated to meticulous observation and painstaking experimentation. The light is diffused, filtered through stained glass windows depicting various herbs and ingredients: vervain, aconite, mandrake root, their properties rendered in jewel-toned hues. You notice the dust motes dancing lazily within these shafts of color, each one a tiny universe suspended in time. A warmth radiates from the hearth, where a low fire burns, used for distillation and calcination rather than heat. It's all remarkably controlled, almost reverential. Around you, shelves overflow with meticulously labeled jars and bottles, amber elixirs, powdered minerals, dried petals, each item catalogued in elegant script within leather-bound ledgers. You spot vials containing shimmering liquids that shift color under the muted light. A sense of quiet industry pervades everything. The alchemists themselves are a study in stillness, bent over their workbenches, adjusting scales with precise movements, or carefully recording observations into thick tomes. Toussaint's alchemists aren't merely concocting potions for battle or healing, though they certainly do that too. Their pursuit is far more nuanced, an understanding of the very essence of matter, a quest to unlock its hidden potential. They believe that within every plant, every mineral, lies a profound secret, a resonance with the underlying magic of the world. And they are dedicated to teasing those secrets out. Master Elara, the head alchemist, notices your presence and offers a gentle smile. She's older than you might expect, her face etched with lines of contemplation, her hands stained with pigments and residues from countless experiments. She gestures towards a complex apparatus, a series of glass retorts connected by delicate tubing, all bubbling gently with a slow, controlled reaction. We strive for balance here, she explains softly, not just in the mixtures we create, but within ourselves. The Toussaint alchemists have developed a unique method, a meditative approach to their craft. They believe that impatience and emotional turmoil can disrupt the delicate processes of transmutation. So each day begins with an hour of silent contemplation, focused on grounding themselves in stillness. They observe their breath, notice their thoughts as they arise, then let them pass without judgment. It's not a rigid system, simply a recognition that creativity flourishes best in a state of quietude. You feel the subtle hum of energy emanating from the laboratory, a consequence perhaps of centuries of concentrated focus and magical manipulation. The stone floor beneath your feet is cool to the touch. It's a palpable stillness that settles into your bones, a profound sense of being present in this precise moment. They are particularly renowned for their essences, highly refined extracts derived from rare and potent ingredients. These aren't simple potions. They are elixirs of heightened perception, allowing the user to temporarily enhance their senses or glimpse fleeting visions of potential futures. Their creation is intensely difficult, demanding not only technical skill, but also an intuitive understanding of the natural world. The ingredients themselves often require travel to far-flung corners of the continent, perilous expeditions into ancient forests or treacherous mountain ranges. Master Elara tells you that she once spent a year searching for a single bloom of duskwood lily, a flower said to blossom only under the light of a blue moon. Such dedication speaks volumes about their reverence for the craft. The process involves more than just grinding and mixing. They practice distillation through multiple cycles, refining it slowly to extract its purest form. You watch as a young apprentice measures ingredients with utmost precision, her movements deliberate and slow. It takes years of dedicated study to reach this level of skill, a lifetime devoted to mastering the subtle art of alchemy. It's a philosophy rooted in patience, observation, and respect for the natural order, a direct contrast to the more frenetic world outside filled with war and political intrigue. Here, within these walls, time seems to slow down. You notice how each alchemist moves with deliberate grace, their focus absolute. As you prepare to leave, Master Elara offers a parting gift, a small vial containing a shimmering blue liquid. A taste of stillness, she says with a smile. May it bring you peace. The scent is reminiscent of rain on moss and distant mountains. It's subtle, calming, profoundly grounding, a gentle reminder that even in the midst of chaos, there exists a place of quietude within us all.